Hello and welcome to the 4th episode of the Geekly Weekly Show with me, Undead Ed, and as always with me, the best breasts in the zombie killing world, it's D.
Sup guys?
Today's a bit of a special episode. Today we're going to be talking about everything undead, zombies, and pretty much awesome.
Everything awesome. Because if you guys listened to last week's episode when we were talking about our favourite films, I forgot my all-time favourite film, which is Shaun of the Dead. So in homage to that, we're going to do a total zombie episode.
Yeah,
Wait, before we get into this,
okay.
Have you heard that Mulder and Scully are getting together for a 6-episode special?
What?
The X-Files is coming back to TV.
Serious, like
100% serious.
Spooky Fox Mulder
Yep.
and Scully.
Yep.
If the audio levels have just gone crazy, that's because they're pretty much just, oh my god, really?
Really?
When's this happening?
Well, I don't think they've started filming yet, but I've seen a lot of talk about it, and I'm pretty sure it's more than rumours. It looks like it's definitely happening.
Oh my god,
So,
Mulder and
yeah.
Scully back on the scene.
So very excited about that. But yeah, on to zombies.
God damn it, Scully.
What do you want to start with? Let's start with, what weapon would you have in the zombie apocalypse? Or
What?
weapons?
Weapons. Well, do you want to kick it off? What weapons would you take with you?
Oh, I'd have 2 swords on my back, maybe sort of like katana length.
Katanas,
I'd have throwing knives.
throwing knives,
I'd have an axe.
and axe.
Yeah, or 1 or 2 axes, maybe.
Oh, like a
throwing
like
axe
a
and
small
maybe
hunting
like
axe.
and then
right?
a bigger axe.
Yeah.
Or what are those things that they're like axes, but they're a lot bigger, like sort of rounded both sides. Really, I don't know what they're called.
Like a battle axe.
Like a battle axe. I'd have a battle axe.
Like something like an executioner.
A nice double-ended battle axe. And
the old double-ended battle axe. Yeah, I know what you're talking
and
about.
just in case, I'd have guns of some kind, just for like
well,
last possible.
I do have a book all about surviving the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
I think it's Max something. I can't remember his name off the
should've
top of my head.
made
I
notes.
know, I should have made notes. But during the book and that, he tells you the best thing to carry is a .22 caliber rifle,
Yeah.
because a .22 caliber bullet is the most commonly made bullet throughout the world.
Oh.
So, like, if you've got a .22 caliber rifle, but saying that, here in
They're
Cyprus,
loud though.
yeah, but here in Cyprus we've got a lot of military bases and stuff. So
Yeah,
if
there's a lot
it's
of hunting shops as well.
yeah, if the zombie apocalypse did happen, there'd be no shortage of weapons. Whereas if you're back in England, it's got to be hard to get yourself
Well, yeah.
hands on a firearm.
Unless you break into a police station
Yeah.
or the airport. Because
Yes.
the police don't carry guns in England, do they?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they'd have a gun cache for, like, you know, when
Probably.
they were responding to armed.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
They must have some guns because you get weapons training.
Yeah.
I wish weapons training was like sword. I really want to learn how to sword fight.
Well, this pisses D off a bit, but I can actually fight with a sword.
Yeah, it's really annoying. You
Uh,
tried to teach me and I just dropped it about 1,000,000 times.
well, I had like 4 or 5 years worth of fencing, and then anything else in between, like anything
Ed's
with
a
a
posh
sword.
kid.
Anything with a sword, like, I should have been born in medieval times. That's
You
the
would
way
have
it
been
should.
burnt as a witch.
Yeah, probably. I'm telling you, this thing called gravity's real, damn it!
Callum!
Burn the witch!
What weapons would you have?
Well, most likely I'd have some sort of melee weapon, like, you know, a blunt object, heavy object, like like an axe, like a good old fire axe, so it's got like the blunt side on the back.
Yeah.
Because if you swinging and chopping and stuff, it's going to get stuck eventually. But then the good old fashioned chainsaw. Chainsaw never lets you
Yeah, but
down.
there's a
in
lot of
movies.
problems with a chainsaw.
It's your last resort. You keep it there, and you're like, right, they're coming at you in hordes. Rip up the chainsaw.
We're talking about zombies. I was watching Mythbusters, the zombie special.
Yeah,
And they did as an axe better than a shotgun.
yeah.
And with the axe, he only managed, and they had like 100 people swarm him. And I think he only managed like 17 on average.
Yeah.
Whereas the shotgun took out quite a bit more, but then the sound attracts them. So
Yeah, well, and
you
also
run out of bullets, you don't
you've
run
got
out of
ammunition. Yeah, exactly. The best advantage for you would be stealth. So, like, I'd have like a Diato and a Shanto blade. Like, Diato blade's big long blade. Shanto's a very short side blade.
Did you say there were characters from?
Yeah, there's 2 Japanese brothers in Ready Player One, and like one's the older brother. He's Daito, yeah, and the younger brother Shanto, and like they carry a Daito and Shanto blade.
Have you heard what's going on with Ready Player One at the moment?
No.
That they're making a film.
They're making a movie.
Yeah, and have you heard who's been rumoured to be producing it?
No.
Steven Spielberg.
Senor Spielberg.
No!
Senor Spielbergo.
Senor Spielberg.
Senor Spielbergo.
It's the double S's. I have a lisp.
Steven Spielberg is
yes,
making Ready Player One.
Senor Spielberg.
Seriously.
Well, it's rumoured.
It's rumoured to be out.
Multiple sources.
Everyone,
it,
tweet at Spielberg, make Ready Player One. Like, if you've not read Ready Player One, it is an amazing book.
I'm a couple of pages in.
It's brilliant.
But
Like,
I fell asleep.
yeah, everything is geek culture and it's very 80s.
Yeah, that's the one problem I was having was a lot of things I didn't know.
Yeah,
because I'm not an 80s.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, but like it explains it well enough that you understand. But the movies, they're all movies. Like they reference a lot of movies in it, and they're all movies you've seen, like Ghostbusters and Jurassic Park and stuff.
Yeah.
But
geeky stuff.
Yeah, and Lady Hawk. Everyone loves Lady Hawk.
I've never seen the Lady Hawk film.
Brilliant Lady Hawk.
She's cool though. I like the cartoons of her are cool.
Of Lady Hawk?
The drawing of her. She's Marvel, isn't she?
No, Lady Hawk's like an old 80s movie with Matthew Broderick.
Oh, there is a superhero called Lady Hawk.
Oh, right. Cool.
Or she might just be called Hawk.
Well, there's also a singer called Lady Hawk, or a band or something called
is
Lady
there?
Hawk. Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's from the movie. Like, it's got Matthew Broderick from
I've obviously never seen that
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
one. I
And
don't like that film.
it's a great film.
It's my least favourite 80s
Bueller.
film. I like
She's a hawk by day, and then by night she's a lady.
what,
and
like Princess Fiona?
Yeah, but by day he's a knight, and by night he's a wolf.
Oh.
And
cool.
they have to meet up in person to break the curse when the sun and moon are together.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, back to
Weapons.
zombies.
Back to your weapons. So you'd have 2 knives.
Yeah,
Not battle axe, like a fire axe.
yeah, something like that. And, like, the main advantage is you won't be quick. So, like, with all the stuff you've got on you, you'd probably be weighed down.
Yeah, but I'm pretty quiet when I move.
Yeah, I'm not. I click with every step.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm more stealth
Yeah.
than speed. I'm good at sneaking up on people and not being
I'm
known to be there.
I'm more brute strength, but like overall, like if you give me like
I'm like a fox.
if you give me like something like Link's Master Sword, no, like something that kind of length, you know, like so it's not enough to be held with 2 hands, but I reckon I could deal with it.
That's why I'm thinking katanas.
Yeah. Heads rolling
I
left,
also just
right,
want-
left, right,
I just
left.
want to be Wade Wilson, really.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so moving on. What are your favourite zombie movies?
my
then?
favourite zombie movies. Shaun of the Dead. I love Shaun of the Dead. But that's more of a comedy zombie movie. I really, on the scarier side, I love Wreck.
Yeah.
The Spanish. I think they made an an American version. I think
Yeah,
it was.
they did. Yeah.
Was it Containment or
It was something
something like
that.
that? But the Spanish version is amazing. I'm not sure if it counts as a zombie film, because the first one is.
Yeah.
But then in the second one, you find out what's doing it, and they're not necessarily zombies. I
Yeah, but
suppose.
is it an infection passed on by bite?
No.
Yeah. So,
It's not.
but saying that though, another brilliant one. What's like in the maybe round is Pontypool.
That is a brilliant film.
But they're kind of like zombies.
That's the same as in
But-
Wreck.
yeah,
they're
but
kind
they're
of zombies,
not.
but they're not
Yeah.
bite zombies. It's something else that's making them.
Yeah. Well, no spoilers, because if you get a chance, go watch Pontypool. It's an absolute...
Pontypool is great.
Pontypool?
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 It comes across quite low budget, I think.
Yeah, but,
But
the way
it's
they've
so
done
well
it,
done.
yeah, the way they've shot it and filmed it,
Yeah.
like you can tell they've not had a lot of money to throw at it, but the way they've done it is absolutely brilliant.
And it doesn't get cheesy. There's not.
Yeah.
I think there's a problem with quite a lot of zombie films is they can be quite cheesy, but with Pontypool and with Wreck as well, Wreck's not cheesy at all. It's pretty terrifying. But in Pontypool, it never gets like you don't think, oh, that's pathetic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think that's cool.
but
It really
the-
spooks you.
Yeah, well, the thing that makes it a bit more creepy is that you don't see some of the stuff. Like, people
Yeah.
are calling in a radio show, and they're calling in and telling them people on the radio show what's happening, and he's broadcasting it and stuff. And for some of the stuff you don't see...
No, and you can just hear it.
Yeah, your mind interprets it. Your mind is the scariest place there's ever going to be.
Yeah.
Because it can make things that scare you on a personal level.
Yeah. That's what I like about, it's not the best film, but Cloverfield. Because you don't see the monster for ages, and it's just them running and screaming. And it's not the best film, but the same... Your brain makes it...
Yeah, well, that's why
scary.
Jaws was terrifying. You didn't see Jaws the shark until the last 20 minutes of the movie.
I think that's
and
really
like
cool.
all you seen was people getting attacked and the aftermath of it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it scary.
That's cool. I like films that do the horror like that when you have to think it out yourself.
Yeah.
Another good film I like is Zombieland.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
That's really good. I watched it the other day. Is it Bill Murray?
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Kill Bill Murray.
Yeah. Yes.
That's good.
But
the double tap.
If I did see Bill Murray, I would want to wax Ghostbusters scenes out with it.
Yes.
I would be like, oh my god, please call the Ghostbusters.
I really like that.
That was terrible.
Well, it's a terrible film, but I like it because it made me laugh out loud. Have you seen Cockneys versus Zombies?
Yes. Oh, brilliant.
When he's like, I've got tits, you tits.
Well, one of my favourite bits is when they're in the old folks' home and one of them
yeah.
goes, I know what this is. It's vampires. And he goes, it's not vampires, you bloody numpty.
It's zombies. And when the old guy's asleep outside, and they're like, get up, it's zombies.
Yeah.
And he gets his Zimmer frame, and he's literally like an inch ahead of the zombies. Like, literally just, it's so funny. As he's like waddling, they're all shouting him like,
Yeah.
hurry up, and just hobbling in front. On the scarier front, again, I thought World War Z was really good.
Did you find World War Z scary?
I thought the zombies were creepy because they moved fast.
Yeah.
And that, to me, it's like, you know the Daleks in Doctor Who?
Yeah.
They couldn't go upstairs.
Yeah.
So to me, they weren't scary because
You go
I
upstairs.
go upstairs. And a lot of slow-moving zombies, I'm like, well, even I can outrun a slow-moving zombie, you know what I mean? But when they've got... And the way they filmed the speed was really kind of creepy. And
well, they're erratic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, they're unpredictable.
so the first 5 minutes of the film where him and his family are driving out and then everything just descends into chaos.
Well, it's the golden ratio, but in reverse.
Yeah.
Like the golden ratio, like when how a snail's shell grows and all different things like that. Like it all applies to the golden ratio. So you're starting off with one infected that becomes two infected, what becomes 4, becomes 8, becomes 16. Like, and if you're in a dense enough populated area, you get control of like a mass what's uncontrollable.
Yeah, and it's like the bit when they're piling up their own bodies to get over the wall.
I don't know.
They seemed, a lot of zombies don't tend to have that conscious.
Yeah,
they're not conscious. Like when you see it, it's all just mindless throwing.
Yeah.
But they're smart enough to, like, take advantage of the fact that they're
they're all there. Or is it that they're just that hungry for flesh?
That they're just like throwing.
Yeah.
But it was just the way it was working. Whereas in a lot of zombie films, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
What about you? What are some of your favourites?
One of my favourites has got to be 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
Well, like it's
a staple.
Yeah. Well, same thing again. It threw the old book out of the window, and like they're running and attacking and like they're nasty. They were infected with rage, weren't they? I think it was rage in that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and little known fact here, right? The bits what were shot on the motorway scene were shot in the Ashton-under-Lyne part of the motorway where I'm from before it was open.
Cool.
Like, whilst they were still doing the
it.
motorway, like, they shot those scenes there, and, like, they're all the motorway scenes.
That's really cool.
Ashton-under-Lyne, what, big?
We had, we got air hangars in Bedford where they filmed, I think it was one of the Batman films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also in Captain America, when he's running down the street, that's Manchester City Centre.
Is it?
And he goes, I've been beaten up down that alley. I've chucked up down that alley.
You chucked down the most...
Yeah.
Wow, I couldn't say that.
Yeah.
You chucked up down most alleys.
I can't hold my liquor that well, okay?
What else?
The first Resident Evil, but I was younger, and I was big into the Resident Evil games when I was young. So
I always get Resident Evil and Underworld mixed up.
Resident Evil's the one with the Red Queen. Like, the computer is a little girl who's like, you're all going to die down here. And they're locked in the laboratory underground.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Underworld's the one with werewolves and vampires.
Yeah. I always get confused between... Underworld's Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
And the other one is... in the red dress.
Yeah.
What's her name?
She's called Alice in Resident Evil. I know
can't think
that.
what her real name is. She's really hot.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
I can't remember.
But yeah, like the first one of them, like I know they're carrying on the franchise, but the first one was similar enough to the game for me to enjoy it.
That's cool.
But like watching it now, I can see that it is cheap. It is really cheap.
The thing is, if you enjoyed it,
it's like a little guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
But I am obsessed with zombies. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm big into zombies.
Yeah, I am. What was it? Dawn of the Dead.
Yes.
Was it Dawn of the Dead they remade?
Yes, the one in the shopping mall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Dawn of the Dead. That's pretty good as well.
Have you seen the original to that?
No, I can't remember if I watched the remake or the original.
The remake.
I've only watched one of them. I think it was
the remake. They seal themselves up and they're on the roof talking to the guy across the road on the other roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in the original, there is one scene where a motorbike gang bursts into the shopping mall and they're hitting the zombies in the face with custard pies.
In the original.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Well.
Yeah.
Well, just for a second, moving on from films into TV.
TV.
The first 2 episodes of the new TV show I, Zombie have been out.
Yeah.
And I am in love with it. It's funny, it's quirky, there's gore in it. Basically, she's been bit and she works so she's a zombie. And she works in a morgue.
Yeah, she's a mortician, yes.
She's in training. So the main guy starts the autopsy and then leaves and she has to finish it. And she takes the brains, she puts them with pot noodle in the microwave and eats them. Like, she lives a pretty... as normal as she can, but she's sort of like, she's got no will to do anything. But every time she eats someone's brain, she gets visions of how they died.
Right.
And she gets their quirks. So, like, one of the victims is a kleptomaniac and she starts stealing stuff.
Yeah.
She can't figure out why. And she starts helping a policeman solve crimes by telling him she's a psychic.
But she's not.
But she's not.
Yeah, right.
She's,
okay.
yeah. So it's very, very cool. Every scene starts with a freeze frame comic of the screen and then it goes into the scene. It's really cool, really funny. Really big fan of it. I actually tweeted on our Twitter the other day about how much I loved it, and the executive producer favourited my tweet.
Oh,
just quite happy about.
Well, he's obviously listened to the podcast.
He
knows who we are, obviously.
But yeah, brilliant show. If you haven't seen it and you like zombies, more on the sort of Shaun of the Dead, Zombieland sort of look at it, you'll definitely like it. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognise anyone in it apart from Blaine, who has been in Heroes. He played, you know, the guy that could live forever, Adam.
Oh yeah.
Him,
yeah.
he's in it, and he plays a zombie as well. But yeah, it's very, very cool. I'm a big fan.
If I was good enough, I knew what his Japanese name was, but I don't.
I can't remember either. But we've got to mention it as it is a zombie special. You watch Walking Dead, don't you?
Yes, I do watch The Walking Dead.
I've seen the first episode, but I never got any further than that.
Why not?
Because I watch a lot of the telly I watch with my parents.
Oh, well,
and Mum hates zombies.
Yeah,
so I'm not allowed to...
Dee's mum is terrified of zombies, and all the
anything
time...
Anything creepy.
I'll do the old zombie shuffle up to her, and it freaks her out.
It is very well done, your zombie shuffle.
Yeah, I watch a lot of zombies. But yeah, on The Walking Dead, though, like, season 1 and 2, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But then it starts going downhill.
Yeah.
And it's... Where it's at now isn't how I imagined it playing out. I
can't imagine how they've kept it going for so long.
Well, like if they've got a lot of big fans in the graphic novel area, though.
Yeah.
Like, you've got die-hard fans. It's like, no matter how bad they make a Superman movie...
people will still go see it.
Yeah, because it's Superman.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I don't watch it, but I have been watching the Mythbusters zombie special. So.
Yeah, and everyone loves Carrie.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, I like Carrie. I like Scotty as well, she's cute.
If you get the chance to watch the Star Wars special...
She wears a R2-D2 dress.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I want one of those dresses. Very cool.
Carrie, if you're listening... I'm a scientist too, damn it.
She's married and has a kid.
Yeah, but if she knows I'm a scientist and can kill zombies.
Right, are you ready for your quiz of the week?
Oh, the undead quiz of the week.
The undead, right. So, this quiz is this the name of a real zombie film or no? So, I went on a list of 100 worst zombie films ever made. And all you've got to do is...
Or arguably the 100 best zombie films ever made.
I think the worst zombie films are sometimes some of the best.
Yes.
So, I'll read you the name and then
Okay.
you just say, yes, it is a film, or no, it's not.
Okay.
You ready for the first one?
Yes.
Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave.
Yes, that is a zombie movie.
That is a zombie film.
I've actually seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rave to the Grave.
Yeah. Well, that was the main reason we watched it. Oh yeah, terrible. But...
Alright, number 2. Gangs of the Dead.
I'm going to say no.
You're wrong. It is.
Oh. I wonder if that's like a Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead kind of...
It looked like it was about gangs of zombies, but
Right.
like the Crips and the blood and the Crips as zombies. According to the cover of it, that's what it looked like. Alright, question 3. Dead cheerleaders.
Yes.
Nope.
No, what? Right, anyone listening out there, if you can make a dead cheerleader movie, you're going to make...
There are dead cheerleader movies, but it's not called Dead Cheerleaders.
Yeah.
It's called something else.
I've seen one called Strippers versus Werewolves.
I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
What about this next one then?
Okay.
Question 4. Zombie strippers.
I'm going to go, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I've seen that one.
Oh,
It's terrible. Alright, question 5.
okay.
Brain Dead 3, Return of the Brains.
I'm going to go yes, because it better be.
It's not.
Oh, what?
I am really good at making up fake zombie film
Oh my
names.
god, I want to see Brain Dead 1, like...
Return of the Brains.
No, Brain Dead 1, Harvest of the
Harvest
Brain.
of the Brains.
And then number 2 could be like Brain Dead 2, The Beginning of the
We
Brains.
need to get... Our friend James is a videographer. We need to get him to film a really bad zombie film.
I thought you
And
were
we'll
going
call it that.
I thought you were going to say we need to get our friend James undead, like...
We need to make him a zombie.
Yeah.
Alright, question 6. This is a long one.
Okay.
The incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed up zombies.
It's almost like it's that long that it's got to be one, but also you could just be messing with me big time.
What do you think?
I'm hoping it's a yes.
It is a yes.
Yes! Oh, I am going to watch that movie.
Question number... You're doing pretty bad so far.
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
I noticed.
All right,
I am the guy answering.
Question 7.
Yeah.
Alien zombies fight to the undead.
No.
No.
If there was an alien zombie movie, I would have heard about it.
Well, there is an alien zombie film. It's
Yeah.
just not called that.
Yeah, it's not called that.
Question 8. The Zombie Diaries.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that is like I think there is a scripture to that somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. Number 9. Trailer Park of Terror.
No.
You're wrong.
Oh.
It's a real film.
Redneck zombies.
Yep.
Oh, what?
And question number 10. Orgy of the Dead.
That's gotta be one.
Yes.
Yes.
So out of 10 questions, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You got 6 out of 10.
Over
so you got
halfway.
a pass.
Yes.
You got a pass.
Yes. No homework for me.
You got to make me a quiz next week.
Yes, I do.
We'll pick a topic.
Right. Okay. Can I move on?
Yeah.
You're right.
move on.
Okay. Moving on into the world of gaming. Right. So.
Let's go.
So you might have to be quiet for a little while here. Like.
The only zombie game I've played is Left 4 Dead.
Oh right. Well, I've got stuff on Left 4 Dead. What did you play it on? It's Xbox only, I think. At Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, would have.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Left 4 Dead?
I really don't like the zombies that cling to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have I ever played a video game with you, like a proper video game?
Yeah, you've played games with me.
I swear a lot.
Yeah,
when I play video games.
I noticed because there was one time that we were playing, I think it was Mortal Kombat or Soul Calibur or something, and she absolutely annihilated me, and now she's quit, as the champion.
As the champion.
So, like, from now on, if I meet anyone, they're like, oh, yeah, you play Soul Calibur? It's like, yeah, Dee's the champion.
I'm the champion. It was Soul Calibur, actually.
Yeah, it was Soul Calibur.
Yeah, I'm a button pusher, so I'm pretty good at... Button basher? No, I'm a button pusher.
Okay,
I'm something different. I'm a whole different... There's no skill.
I think that's a sexual thing. Like...
There's no skill. I just use my best breasts to play the control.
And man, are they good at winning. Yeah, so Left 4 Dead, it's got, like... It brought in, like, the idea of having different style zombies. Like, so you got, like, Witcher and stuff like that, and you got the
creepy.
bloaters and, like, stuff like that was, well, what kept me playing, and, like, especially for the 4-player people, you know, I mean, your teammates on your side and stuff, but just, like, with your normal standard zombie games, like Resident Evil and that, you get different types and dogs and things, but normally it's just shuffling at you, take your shot, shuffling at you, take your shot.
Well, I played Left 4 Dead with my mate Jimmy, and I was doing so badly, apparently, even though I wasn't. I was actually doing alright for me, and he cornered my character and then killed it so he could play on his own.
Right, well, I've got very obscure zombie choices as my favourite games. Yeah. Like, one of my favourite has to be...
House of the Living Dead.
Well, House of the Dead, brilliant. House of the Dead is awesome.
I've played that as well. I'm alright with that because you get the gun.
Yeah, everyone loves House of the Dead. But, like, one of the ones what really got me, like, you know what, this is absolutely awesome, was Call of Duty. And seeing as it's meant to be a military game and online and stuff, but then I think it was Black Ops 2 with the bus ride and stuff, and, like, that in itself could have been its own game on its own disc, you know what I mean?
I got kicked out of playing that pretty quick as well.
Yeah. Well, me and my buddy Rob, like, we 100%ed the achievements, and one of them is the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
And what you got to do is set up things in different places on the map, get to a certain point, kill the electric guy underneath the pylon and that, and it's meant for 4 people.
Yeah.
So 2 people go set stuff up, whilst the other 2 wait for the guy in the middle.
Yeah.
Me and Rob did it by ourselves. Like, it took us, like, good couple of weeks of grinding, but we like shooting zombies, like, that's one of our things. But then, other games, such as Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yeah, you've shown me the artwork for it, and I like it, it's cool.
Well, Lollipop Chainsaw, basically, you're a high school cheerleader, she's Sander, where is it? Something Knights, anyway, like, that's the cheerleading squad she belongs to. But basically, her boyfriend's head gets cut off in the beginning, and she keeps the head with him, and he's, like, heads talking to you throughout the game. But she uses her cheerleading skill with a chainsaw. So you're, like, doing spin kicks and stuff with a chainsaw, but it's really bright and colourful and rainbowy and stuff, and really, really girly. But at the same time, you're mutilating undead with a chainsaw.
See, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, but...
I love girly girls that can kick ass.
Well, the costumes in it as well. Like, there's unlockable costumes, and you can get the 2 girls from High School of the Dead.
Oh,
you know,
cool.
like the green and the black. Yeah, and you get the 2 girls from High School of the Dead. You can.
That's a good zombie anime.
Yeah, that's brilliant zombie.
I like that. I was a big fan. There was a lot of unnecessarily. And that's yes. Oh my god. Unnecessary under the skirt shots in that.
Yeah, it's anime after all.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
If you're expecting to not see boobs and ass in anime, you might as well not watch it.
Yeah, I'm just asking for a couple of crotch shots on the dudes as well. You know what I mean?
But High School of the Dead, Lollipop Chainsaw, like, you unlock your costumes, stuff like that, and like 100% of the achievements again, and one of the achievements really got me. You have to tilt the camera angle to look up her skirt, and it's like you perv or no peeking or something, and
God.
Yeah, terrible.
Pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's good and all, but anything in between, like I was saying before, like the original Resident Evil.
Yeah.
That's a survival horror game.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing through on hardcore mode and you've only got 4 rounds in your pistol.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get to hardcore mode.
It's time to run rather than shoot, and like that's what really got me. And like, but the load screens between doors where it's like, and then that's it, like, next door. But then you have to run back through that door in a couple of seconds because something's coming at you from that corridor. Yeah.
Yeah, video games stress me out something crazy.
Oh, they do to me too.
Yeah, so the amount of times when I was playing Left 4 Dead, I threw the control because it made me jump. Like, I'm one of those people, which is weird because I can watch films and they don't bother me.
Yeah.
But playing the game,
it's something, you're interacting with it. You're in control of that person living or dying.
Yeah, and I just swear a lot when I play video games, so I don't tend to do it very often.
Yeah.
Any other video games?
Well, could go on for hours
about
about zombie video games.
Let's talk worst zombie films you've seen.
Worst zombie films I've seen. I've seen some pretty bad zombie films.
Have you seen Zombie Driftwood?
No, I've not.
It starts... Right, I didn't make it the whole way through because it was that bad. But it starts with... I'm pretty sure they're Nazi zombies.
Oh, right.
Crawling on a beach. Like, just a normal beach with families on it.
Like Driftwood.
Yeah. And, it's really low budget and really, really, really crap. Like, really crap. It looks like they've asked a bunch of, 10-year-olds to pretend to be zombies.
Yeah.
And then they don't know what zombies are. That's what it looks like.
Well,
so bad.
I know people are going to hate this, but I really dislike Dead Snow.
What?
Dead Snow. It's, I think it might be Swedish or something, but they're Nazi zombies.
No,
and they hid the gold and stuff, and the kids find the gold, and the Nazi zombies come back. People loved it because it was like Nazis and zombies, but I thought
not big on Nazis.
Yeah, I thought it was terrible.
I don't think anyone's big on Nazis.
No. If you were, I'd be a bit worried.
Yeah, I'm big on Nazis.
Yeah, you're big on Nazis. Well, here's my friend, Jewish Al.
Oh, hi. No, douchebags.
Jewish Al's not a douchebag.
No, not Jewish Al. Nazis.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine then.
I couldn't think of the name of the bad zombie films I've seen because I've wiped them from my memory.
Yeah.
But there was a really bad one about, I think he was a biology teacher and his wife left him, and so he started changing kids in the school into zombies. He changes this prostitute into a zombie and then she bites off someone's dick. And, it's really bad.
You'd think you knew before you start hooking up with, some hooker, hey, how you doing?
And the zombie...
Oh, I'm really good at this.
The virus that he keeps injecting people with is, neon green.
Oh, right,
and
obviously. That shows the audience that it's toxic.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It was, infection or something.
Well,
But I bought it from the Euro shop. So it's really expensive.
Yeah, it's good. It's always good when a movie costs €1. Well, one of the ones I'd seen, I can't remember its name again, but the typical kids camping in the woods, something's gonna go down. Basically, the two girls who are in it, very blonde, very busty, you can tell why they've been hired.
Horror film.
Yeah. And, there's two, good-looking guys, and then there's the one classic nerdy guy, and,
Does he live?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, surprising.
You know what I mean? But, in one bit of it, the two jocks are playing football, American football, and he goes to throw the ball, and the zombie bites him just as he goes to throw the ball, and his whole arm goes with the ball, through the air, but his mate catches it as well.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
But as he's doing it, he's like, oh my god,
that sounds amazing.
It's terrible.
Oh my god, that's great.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it on Sci-Fi. Everything on Sci-Fi is awesome though.
The thought of that, I need to watch that. That sounds hilarious.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Oh dear.
Did you say you've seen the one with the stripper zombies?
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there naked zombies in it then?
I'm pretty sure that... See, I might get this confused with a different film. The strippers are zombies.
Yeah.
And then vampires attack. And it's strippers against vampires. I'm pretty sure that's the same film. If not, it's a different... I might be getting confused with other films. But I'm pretty sure that's...
Okay.
Pretty sure that's what it is. It's zombie strippers against something else supernatural.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure like the pimps that look after the strippers are like werewolves, and it's like a whole big.
Right, like a whole big undead scene going on.
Yeah, I might have the wrong film, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I should have googled it beforehand. We're not very good at backing up our facts.
That sounds like a seizure dream.
Do you remember when I had that fever a few weeks back?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that's what that's about.
Yeah. Well, just bring Dead Snow up again. Dead Snow, yeah, it's Dead Snow. Like in one of the scenes in it, the kid lights a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
You know, like petrol in a bottle.
Yeah.
Lights it up, and he goes to throw it at the zombies, and it hits the inside of the architrave on the window and sets the cabin on fire.
Yeah.
Right, and just from that, like, there's a few things that I reckon, like, zombie movies tell you to do, but you shouldn't do.
Okay.
Like, one of them is, like, lighting them on fire.
That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, because...
Then you've got flaming zombies.
Exactly. Like, the way to kill them is to destroy the brain.
Or remove the head.
And remove the head, destroy the brain.
People on the streets of London.
Listen to Sam and Dean. Anything that moves in the night, you slice his head off.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's like...
God damn it, Sam!
That's what I love about Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
When they do the... he puts the TV on in the morning, it's like, there is literally panic on the streets of London. Eating each other alive. It's just such... Oh, I love that film so much. I can't believe I forgot it in my top films.
Yeah.
It's just... I was so annoyed. The amount of films I forgot that I love when we did that episode. So bad. But yeah, Shaun of the Dead is brilliant. When he slips in the blood. When he gets his drink out the fridge. Very cool. So, what do you think makes a zombie?
What makes a zombie?
Yeah.
Well, that's tricky, because if you're going back to, like, old school zombie movies, like, I believe it was called The Night of the White Walker or something.
Oh, don't know that one.
Like, it's old school.
Yeah?
Like, really old school.
Like Wolfman old school?
Yeah, like, even more old school. Like, you're talking from, like, the days when, like, The Mummy and Nosferatu and, like, stuff like that. And back in those days, the zombie idea comes from, like, Haiti and, like, voodoo rituals and stuff.
Because even though mummies are the same thing, the bodies are preserved, so they don't count as zombies.
Yes. But, like, in The White Walker, it's a voodoo priest who's controlling the zombies, and they're not necessarily all dead.
Yeah.
Like, he does raise the dead.
But not all of them are.
Yeah, but he's controlling them. They're not going around biting people and stuff.
That's like Wreck.
Yeah, he's controlling them, and they're ripping arms off people and stuff. They're doing his bidding.
Yeah.
And, but then, like, if you go to, like, the typical, like, George Romero Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Is it Day of the Dead?
What was that film with
Dawn of the Dead?
I Am Legend? Was that zombies?
Loosely.
They were medical...
Yeah, he made a cure for cancer, didn't he? And then, spoilers, made a cure for cancer, and if you watch the first 10 minutes in the movie, this is it. It makes a cure for cancer, but then...
I'm pretty sure everyone saw I Am Legend.
Yeah.
It was everywhere. What have you just dropped?
My phone. That's
the difference, though. Would Frankenstein's monster be a zombie because that was dead bits of dude brought back to life?
Yeah. I would say, like, it's the living dead.
But then vampires are the living dead.
Yeah, vampires but vampires are undead.
They're undead.
Yeah. The living dead, I'd say, is like... Oh, no, I've just broke my phone.
You broke your phone?
Yeah.
It'll be alright, I'll fix it later.
But, like...
The thing is, zombies are either dead and brought back to life, or they're being controlled, like humans with rage virus that can be cured, or they're just being controlled.
I think that's a thing that all zombie movies should follow. Like, they shouldn't be able to be cured.
Shouldn't be able to be cured?
No.
But what if it's a rage virus that set it off? You can cure viruses.
Yeah, but I reckon it shouldn't be like that. I reckon it should be, once you bit, you bit. You bit?
You bit?
You bit?
Oh, what's that other zombie film that I really like? Oh, it's proper gruesome.
But,
I can't remember.
Like, I had a little thing ready, right?
Yeah.
In zombie epidemics and stuff like that, you've got to abide by certain rules.
Okay.
Yeah?
Continue.
So, like, for example, for Community, what we're just doing, you bit.
You bit?
You've got to make sure that everyone's not bit. There's always one person who's got a slight little bite on them, and then
they think they're special and that the bite's not going to affect them.
You can't be special because I'm special.
Or Grandma gets bit.
Yeah,
and then they don't kill her.
Yeah, no one tells anyone.
That's actually in iZombie. The main girl, Liv, she works with the detective. His name's Clive Babideau, which is a really cool name. And he goes, because she watches zombie films as research because she's a zombie now.
Right.
And he walks in and then watching a zombie film and he goes, oh no, I'd survive the apocalypse. Grandma got bit, bang, Grandma's dead. But Clive's not.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to, there's no time for emotion in the zombie apocalypse.
Here's one for you then. If I got bit, would you deal with me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd let you choose how you went. You could pick one of my many weapons.
I'd what turn?
Yeah, but then you might bite me and I don't want to be a zombie.
Well, you can just leave me somewhere. I'd want to see what it's like from the other side.
We'll chain you up like Ed in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Ed in the shed.
Pet Ed. Pretty sure his name was Ed in that.
He was Ed, yeah, he was. But,
I wouldn't keep you in... If you were bit, I'd be like, I'm off.
Yeah.
Bye. Can I have some of your weapons?
Yeah, well, I'd do the classic, like, as soon as you bit, that's it. Like, so I'd do the classic of, just leave me with a shotgun, I'll buy you some time. Like, but...
I reckon I'd be like, I'm bit, but I'm special.
Yeah, I know you would.
I want grenades. I forgot to mention grenades.
So you could just pull the pin if it gets to all of
No,
them?
so I can throw them at other people.
Alright, okay. But I reckon I would try for the last stand, but I know it'd get to that thing where it's like, you've got like a couple of rounds left in your handgun, and you're like... And you're like, you're not taking me, you zombie bastard. And then it just goes... Oh,
no!
fuck! Then you've got to get eaten alive. Like, I can imagine that sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing though. People get bit, and other people get eaten alive. What makes the zombie choose who they're going to change and who they're going to eat?
Movement. I reckon it's like a cat. Like
cat?
Yeah, like even if they're eating a mouse, as they're eating a mouse, if another one runs past, they'll go for that one.
Okay.
So like you might just get your legs chewed off.
So if you're in a group, you're more likely to be bit and not eaten.
Yeah.
Then, right.
But it depends on what we're talking. We're talking like Walking Dead, where you have to die first.
Yeah.
So like if you bit and it'll slowly start to kill you,
and then you wake up zombie.
But then if you get your throat ripped out, that's it. You're already dead, and then you turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though, I don't know. It's like the sciencey thing, like with vampires. I don't understand how they're still living with no blood pumping around their bodies.
Because it's your blood they want around your body.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't pump because their hearts don't beat.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've never understood that. Do you know what I mean? Like trying to put science to it, it's a bit.
Yeah, well, we're talking works of fiction here.
Well, there are actually types of bees, zombies.
Yeah.
A type of fly lays its larva in bees.
Yeah.
And then when laying it kills the bee, but then as the larva will hatch, the bee sort of comes back to life for a split second, and it's being controlled by the larva before it bursts out of its chest.
Well,
so there are zombies.
There's a zombie ant as well.
Yeah.
And it's a fungus that gets inside the ant's head.
Oh yeah.
And it forcibly makes the ant climb to the highest point. What's against the ant's nature? It wants to follow the rest of the crowd. Climbs to the highest point it can, and it bites onto a leaf as hard as it can, and it'll stay there like that, and the fungus will grow inside the head until the head bursts, and its spores release. But through the ant climbing up high, it's got more chance of its spores infecting others, and so on and so forth.
Well, didn't they do an experiment on mice, where they actually brought the mouse back, or they gave it rage or something? I'm pretty sure something like that was a few years ago. And there was all those outbreaks in America of that homeless man ate someone's face.
But he was on crystal meth or something.
There's all kinds of weird stuff like that.
But if I had seen that going on, I would have pulled a knobhead and just gone, zombie attack! Zombie attack! And then just ran away.
How are we doing for time?
We're looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. You got anything to wrap up with then? Any roundups?
We've covered everything, actually.
Right, good.
As always, you can email into us at thegeeklyweeklyshow@gmail.com. If there's any zombie films you think we need to see, or any terrible zombie films that we really need to see, feel free to send them to us, or anything else you want to send.
Or if anyone knows how to fix an iPod, just email them.
And if you're on Twitter, you can contact us at weekly show.
Yes.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the Geek Weekly show.
And I also want to give a big thank you to Deanna for setting up all the other side of stuff. And
For being technologically impaired.
yeah, well, for doing everything pretty much. I just come here and talk crap, and she does everything else.
I talk crap as well, though.
Yes,
So
this
you're
is
alright.
all
We all
good.
talk crap.
Okay then, well, until next week, this is goodbye from me, and goodbye from D.
That's me. Oh no.
No. Still here.
Still here.
Still here.
Can't do it. We
Right,
need a better way.
goodbye.